Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Boma and I'm back today with another video. So if this is your first time on my channel, please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and don't forget to give my video a thumbs up before we dive right into this video. So on today's video, we'll be talking about people leaving the UK to Canada and what might probably be the cause of people that have migrated to the UK and also want to migrate out of the UK again to Canada. A lot of people will say, is the abroad not all the same? So what is really going on and why are people in the UK relocating right now to Canada? So I'm just going to give you guys a few tips or a few opinion of what I think is the reason people here in the UK right now are relocating to Canada. And this is just my own opinion about the whole situation right now. So you can also add your opinion in the comment section. Let's also talk about it and let's see if it's valid, their reasons for leaving the UK is valid. And let's just dive right into this video. So number one on the list, or I won't be counting, I will just be elaborating on my points why I feel people are leaving the UK. So if you see me looking down here, I kept my book there. I have a little points I just want to hit so that we can get this video straight and done. So number one of the points I feel people are leaving the UK right now to Canada is migration and settling. I think the UK actually allows you come in easily to come and do your master's program, to come and school, to come and do come in with the job, the recent healthcare visa that is now available for people to come in. But sometimes I feel like when you migrate into the UK, there's this feeling like you don't feel at home because you are not settled, because you feel like you're not welcomed. I would not lie. The UK, once you migrate into the UK, you don't really feel welcome. You don't really feel at home. There's this uncertainty that just keeps you uneasy every day you sleep and wake up, because you're not sure of what the next moment might be or what the next call might be. So you are just hoping and you're just living at the tip of your toes, because you're not just settled. Basically, settling here, there's something about settling here in the UK. You get to see yourself caught up in between wanting to leave at some point or in between wanting to stay. So it's just something that is with the aura of moving or migrating down to the UK. So one is people feel like sometimes when you're in a place and you are not satisfied. We sometimes we get to a place and we are not satisfied, and the truth is many people who wanted to migrate to Canada actually use the UK as a second option. Majority of the people that are in the UK right now had Canada as their first option before they made do with the UK as their second option. So there's this insatisfaction that's going on with them, like I should have just waited and gone to Canada instead of coming down here. And they feel like maybe there are more jobs in Canada. These are my own opinion of why people are actually living right now to Canada. They feel like there's more job in Canada. There's a better life for them in Canada. There's, more opportunity for them in Canada. I don't know, but I think that is what is going on with people who are migrating right now from the UK. Sometimes when you get to somewhere and you're expecting fulfillment and you don't get that fulfillment, you see yourself still searching for more. You see yourself still wanting more. Thereby, you are not just settled. So another one I want to talk about is the houses. The houses here in the UK are relatively very small. I'm not saying 100% of the houses here in the UK are very small. What I'm saying is majority of the houses here, 70% to 60% of the houses here in the UK are very, very small. And I will not lie to you, forget that a lot of people are leaving Nigeria and coming down to the UK. This set of people that are jackpotting from Nigeria right now have money. I will not even overemphasize on it, have money. And if you see the houses, most of them stay back home in Nigeria. Many of them stay in houses that are 4-bedroom duplex, 5-bedroom duplex, 3-bedroom duplex with big spaces. In short, all of you here who are Nigerians, you know what I'm talking about. Many of them also have even sold their houses to come down here to start living in very small houses. And not everybody can survive in a small space. Like my house sometimes gives me I don't know, I just feel uncomfortable most time, because I feel like the space is kind of too small for me. Back home in Nigeria, I had my room to myself where I put my clothes, my makeup table. As in, I had so much space, because I'm someone that I love space a lot, because I want to have space to put everything I like. As in, it is where my cupboard is supposed to be, it's going to be here. This is where makeup is supposed to be, supposed to be here. I just like to have my own space. But right now, living here in the UK, it's not like that, because most of the houses are very small. The kitchen sometimes shares space with the dining. The parlor sometimes will share space with the kitchen. The houses here are just anyhow. I will not lie. The houses here are just anyhow. They're just small anyhow. So many people are not getting that satisfaction. The UK doesn't make you just feel at home. I won't lie. It doesn't make you feel at home because of the houses. So this is another reason I feel people are leaving the UK to Canada. The housing is something else. So another one again is the constant change of immigration laws. This is something that a lot of people are scared of in the UK right now. If you're in the UK right now and you're on a TR4 visa, you're on a TR2 visa, whatever visa you are on right now, at some point you'll be shaking, because you'll be wondering what's in the government's mind at this point in time. There's always a meeting, there's always a sitting, there's always a new rule, there's always a new change in immigration law. So everybody here is just living by the grace of God and inshallah, because they will tell you tier 2 visa, after 5 years you get your IRL. In between, you hear stories like, oh, they are changing IRL to 8 years after work. How can you bring people in to work for 5 years, you give them IRL? But because maybe you see a lot of influx of people into the healthcare sector, maybe you now want to slave them and make them work 8 years before you give them IRL. So they wake up one day and they change laws that don't favor people. And nobody wants to be in that kind of situation where you're in a country where the government will just wake up and they change law on your head. You can just be living your life with your 5 years visa, 3 years visa, or unless you are a citizen or someone that has already gotten your ILR, see, I indefinitely leave ILR. Unless you're someone that's gotten your ILR already, or your citizenship, you're not in this category of people I'm talking about right now. Nothing concern you with this my video. You people should just enjoy yourself. But for those of us who are on the pathway to getting our citizenship, or those of us who are on the pathway to getting the IRL, or those of us who are on visas that are relatively not for permanent residence, like citizens in the UK, you walk on eggshells here, because you can be sleeping and the next day the news is telling you, please, if you know you're on tier 4 visa, you cannot get post-study anymore. Or if you know that you are on tier 2 visa, you have to work for 10 years before they will give you paper. My dear, just a lot of things just going on in the media, in the gov.uk, as in UK via a lot of rules just changing. And a lot of people don't want to be caught up in that situation. And this is one of the major reasons why a lot of people are jumping on moving down to Canada. So another one again I want to talk about is driving. Yeah, most people here that are Nigerians find it very difficult to get their license, because the driving system here is the right hand, while in Nigeria we have it on the left hand side. So people prefer to go to Canada, where immediately you enter, you buy a car, the road system is the same with ours. Everything about driving is the same as ours. You see a lot of them that are in Canada, they enter and within 3-4 months they get their driving license. It's not the same thing in the UK. Don't let anybody deceive you. It's not the same, unless of course you're someone that has been visiting the UK from time to time, and you already understand the road network, you've schooled here as a child, or people that have been here and were born here. It's quite different for them. But for those of us who just migrated to the UK, even when they give you motor to drive, you will be afraid, because the road network is different. You want to go to a roundabout and find yourself on the lane that does not belong to you. All those type of things. And nobody wants to come here and come and go to jail because of driving. So a lot of people find it easier in Canada to get their license, their driving license. A lot of people in Canada find it easier. I won't say easier, it's kind of better, especially if you are from Nigeria, where it's the same left-hand drive. I won't say easier, because nothing comes easy, my dear. They work hard for it. So if they are coming from Nigeria, the same left-hand drive, it's better off for them, and that way both husband and wife can buy car and go to work. Unlike here in the UK, everybody is jumping bus to avoid problem because nobody want to go and jam wahala. Do you understand? So guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I will come back with a part 2 for this video. Please hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and please don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. I'll be bringing you back to back gists, and we'll have to talk about a lot of things going on right here in the UK presently. And I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.